Hey, welcome back to day 36 with P5S.
What should we do?
Time to fight a shadow. Right, so we left off, right after defeating that first boss of potentially two in this dungeon, which is Kyoto Jail. So hopefully the second puzzle is not as, annoying as the first, where we have to keep backtracking and into the warps and all these different portals. Ooh. Sophia was almost down for the count. So, let's see what this chatter is about. Hopefully something new. Mother Fox Shrine requires the following ritual. So these are all the different shrines, correct?
It's true. Maybe that means.
So unfortunately, we are going to be doing some backtracking from what it sounds like.
Oh. But in other words,
Couple, harmony, parental, daughter, fortune. Right. I mean, it sounds like we pray at the locations in that order.
I see.
come on.
So yeah, I mean,
Now's our chance to
we're going to have to backtrack to each of those locations, unfortunately.
We're safe here.
Might as well go back and kind of heal up.
Let's get out of here.
Hopefully, assuming we reach each of these shrines in order, we'll get to fight the next boss of Kyoto Jail. And I assume this is another one of those smaller jails, right? Just like, what was it? The Okinawa Research Lab, right? So it's relatively small.
This should be helpful. There's a sale happening. How many would you like? You want thanks for your patronage? You want thank you very much? How many would you like? You thank you very much. How many would you like? You thank you very much. You put it to good use. How many would you like? You're buying quite a bit. You put it to good use. How many would you like? You're buying quite a bit. How many would you like? You thank you very much.
We have plenty of these now. Looks like we have 20 revival items. And I remember the days when we had 0 back to back between fights. But that being said, we're a lot stronger than we were back then.
How many would you like? You want thanks for your patronage. How many would you like? You want you're buying quite a bit. How many would you like? You want thanks for your patronage. You want thanks for your patronage. You want put it to good use, okay? You want put it to good use. How many would would you like? You thanks for your patronage. How many would you like? You're buying quite a bit. You thanks for your patronage. How many would you like? You're buying quite a bit. You want this one? Thanks for your patronage. You thanks for your patronage. What are you selling? Are you sure? Are you sure? What are you selling? How many? Are you sure?
Yeah, so I guess this is what I forgot about last time. We found Bear Gloves S in the Kyoto Jail, so we accidentally overlooked equipping this.
We making this? All done. Order up. We making this? Looking good. We making this? Whew. Order up.
All right, let's get going.
I guess this is the first one we have to offer a prayer to, right? So next would be Harmony, and then Parental, Daughter, Fortune, and so forth.
I know we can't stick around.
And at least they do tell you where the next one's located, but the problem is you gotta worry about the warps, right?
Here, but this place sure is pretty.
This shrine is a pretty big tourist spot in the real world. Looks just like this if you come here at night.
We can come back once this is all over. We can even bring Akane-chan with us.
Right? And that brings us all the way to the other side. And the thing is, we can't just head south here because we're going to wind up back at, you know, at that other couple statue. So I think, at least let's see. And I really don't want to have to worry about these guys, but
Oh, I think I found something.
You can always use it. Picking up a shadow nearby. Okay, this is our chance.
see if I can just escape. Yeah, so I lucked out there. So hopefully if this gets us to that. Yes, and it did. Thankfully. So now this would be the Harmony Shrine. Alright, next one up is the Parental. And it looks like it's slightly north, right? And at least from what I remember, if I were to go back, there was another one that we had, that we were, you know, on towards. I think that's where we need to go back. So there's a bunch more shadows. Looks like. See if I can just.
Shadow safe. This one's ours.
Ooh, gotta be careful. Either way, let's just knock this out.
Looks like the enemy's panicking.
You're mine. Don't let up your soul. Take this. Take this.
Okay, so
Victory is ours.
Okay, let's move.
no, that's the other one. We were actually supposed to go this way, right? So if we go here, based on what we saw earlier, we're gonna end up right here. And I'm not sure if we can just... No, maybe not. Now we're all the way on the other side of the map. So it looks like that didn't work. Let me try that again. I feel like we were close. I hope those shadows don't reappear. Oh, right, yeah. That's what I thought. Like, the shrine is right here. Not sure how I missed that last time. So this is a parental shrine. Next one up is the daughter. And then, of course, last but not least, the fortune one. And it looks like it's right there in the center of the map, right? Where that square is. And let's see. Do we know enough to kind of backtrack? Let's see. Alright, so this sends us here. Right? But this thing is a little bit further west. See if we can just head over there just like that. Thankfully, there's no warps here. But what happens if we end up going here? Oh, great. Perfect. It looks like we might be okay.
Locked on target. Shall we?
But unfortunately, we might have to get some of these guys.
I'll reveal your true form.
This is our chance. Wipe them out.
Alright, time to use Sophia a little bit. Because I do not want to use up, you know, Joker's SP all the time.
I almost feel sorry for them.
So this is the Daughter Fox Shrine. Let's offer our prayer. And now all we have left is the Fortune one. So not too bad so far. Not as bad as we thought, but I certainly don't want to jinx it. And this one looks like it's at the southwestern portion of the map. And let's see. So where haven't we went so far? A lot of the stuff I used on the eastern side brought us to, you know, the southwestern side. I mean, I suppose I can just keep on going west and try my luck there.
What is that?
So it looks like another portal. Where are we? Oh, perfect. Thankfully, we've arrived just where we need to be. So definitely got lucky there. So it looks like another portal popped up, and this is probably what looks like, you know, the next boss. So do I want to do anything from a team perspective? I mean, everyone looks to be slightly a little higher leveled now. Although this guy is pretty high up as well. Let's take out Morgana and switch to... No, actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to switch Sophia with Yusuke. So I'm going to be relying on Morgana for, you know, a lot of these media attacks. So we can kind of heal up a little bit without using any items if needed. And outside of that, SP wise, we're looking okay. So let's see. Let's see if we can take on the next boss here.
Inari statue ahoy!
Just so you know, Inari are not literally foxes. That's just a form they're said to take when on Earth.
Okay, so, based on what we saw earlier, the eyes should line up once we defeat a shadow. But where is it?
Speak of the devil and he appears. Let's get this over with.
Right, we're on it!
Monk of the Valley. So what's this guy weak against? Nothing here. Okay, so he's actually weak against ice moves. What else? I guess that's just about it. But thankfully we do have Yusuke in this fight, so we can kind of utilize his skills. I feel like I should have brought Ryuji as well, just for the buffs and debuffs. But thankfully, we do have this guy now on the team who can kind of help take care of that for us. Let's go ahead and buff up Joker as well as Yusuke. And obviously, keep on the debuffs as well if we can. Let's see. So let's change it up and just straight up spam ice skills on this guy. So definitely got to keep the pressure. And there's a bunch of enemies as well with this one, just like the previous boss. I mean, he has a good bit of a defense system, right? So he's going to take a while to knock out, I think. So this is kind of where those buffs help us out. So the team can just go ham with the ice skills. Yusuke looks like he's hit with some status effect. Oh. See, the problem with this attack, it's very enticing, I will say. But I mean, it takes up 91 HP. It's like, really? Do I want to give up, you know, what, like a fourth of my HP, more or less, just to do this skill? Yeah, no thanks. I mean,
I've got your back. Persona! Try this. Much better.
Everyone stay focused.
Here.
Thank you.
Persona! Do it. I'll do it. You're mine. That's it, Joker. Grab it,
ooh, dizziness. We don't want that. Gotta get those criticals right. So now it looks like we've gotten him with just a little bit of HP there. Almost there. And done. Powerful shadow indeed. This one's obviously really good. And as you may know, I am certainly not a fan of these HP devouring skills, so none of that in here.
What a skill.
The eyes are shining now. Perfect. Let's get back to the other statues. Hopefully we can proceed now.
Wait, so now I have to go back to the other statues? Let's take care of these bond skills, shall we? So we've already maxed this one out. We're good there. Yeah, let's focus on this one. Let's go for the Master Chef skill set. And we've maxed that one out as well. Perfect.
If only I had more stamina. All yours. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, given the fact that the next boss that we face in this jail is Akane, we should probably heal up as well if we're given the chance. And that's assuming that, you know, this jail does not have a lockkeeper, because it very well could, for all we know. So let's see, they want us to go sort of northeast from where we are. But I think what we can do is just head up kind of where we came from. Let's see where we end up here. So we're a little closer to it. I guess we can just continue heading east. What are these people murmuring about? Okay, nothing new. Okay, so we are very close, as you can see.
Should we stop by?
Absolutely. One more time. Our chance to save. Then we head back in. And hopefully, we'll be closer to finishing up this jail. I suppose I can also go back into the Velvet Room, assuming I have a good bit of Persona points,
You wish to strengthen.
you know, which I do, 145,000, which is a very good bit. Unless we decide to create new personas.
It seems that it can gain new power.
This one's obviously very good.
Choose which skill.
Let's see. So it already knows a good bit of, you know, fire, ice, and of course this one. So let's go ahead and give it diorama. So we have a little bit of healing and maybe a buff.
Is this the persona? Now, let us begin.
And looks like that's all the new ones that we can make currently.
You wish
Let's go back in here and sort of utilize these persona points. So, I mean, first of all, Queen Mob, the one that we just fused up, definitely could need it, or definitely could utilize some of these. You can't do more than 14 or one level because, again, Joker himself is at level 43, and actually, Queen Mob is at 44, so can't really go past that.
How much power will you add?
We can definitely focus on this guy, but again, it's at 43.
This is what you chose. The power of your
Or now
mind
it is.
strengthens
Okay.
Persona.
Mithras is also
How much power will you add?
a good one to focus on.
This is what you.
Okay.
Last but not least, can't forget about Arsene.
How much power will you add?
I mean, that's a lot of, you know, persona points right there, just to get up by 4 levels.
This is what you.
But we'll take it.
Okay.
And we have a little bit left. So I don't think I'm going to worry about some of the others.
You wish to browse the entries. What will you? Would you like to read? This persona has been registered. In
And
the
we are
information. May luck be
done
on your
in the
side.
Velvet Room. Let's go back into the Kyoto Jail.
Let's go.
I feel like we could stick with the current party members. I mean, I don't see a reason to change that.
Both statues do appear affected now. Oh,
Hell yeah! We're on our way!
Surprise, surprise.
let's get going. Whoa, Akane is just beyond here. I have sleuthed her location.
Kind of strange when an AI puts it that way, but my senses are telling me the same thing. I'm almost there, Akane.
So unfortunately, this is a lock level 3. So this is one of those things we need to come back for. Although if my photographic memory serves me right, hopefully I get to remember that this is the southernmost section of this map. Assuming I do end up backtracking in the future.
Aye, this is quite a find.
I can see it.
So this is that area with the bikes. Akane herself.
Son! I've been waiting for you imposters. Yeah, even you. I'm gonna end you all right here. After that, it's payback time for the guy who killed my mom.
Akane, please listen. I'm done running away. I will catch the villain who killed your mother without fail. I swear it on Aoi's name. So please, give this up already.
How can I trust a word you say? All adults do is lie. Even if there are bad people in the world, they just pretend they don't exist. And the Phantom Thieves came along, shattering lies and leaving truth in their wake. But now... Hear me out, Akane-chan. I'm sure you've noticed too, that Zenkichi-san is just as torn up over losing your mother. All he could do was fight the pain the best way he knew how. But because of how painful your experience was, you didn't want to accept his solution. No, that's not true. You know it's not that simple, Akane-chan. Your father isn't the one at fault. It's the man who killed your mother in the first place. I can't begin to imagine the pain and suffering you went through. But please, give your father a chance. What are you? Once you lose somebody, it's too late to tell them anything ever again. Holding back will only lead to regret later down the line. And in order to avoid that, you need to face the truth head on. That's something I could only learn from the people right here. Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Phantom Thieves would never spew such lies. They would be on my side.
Alright, it's just about that time.
Would never hurt me. The real Phantom Thieves are my friends! Everyone, guards up! Wait, that one looks like... Joker?
Say what now? Very interesting.
Whoa, what's going on? Please, if you're my Phantom Thieves, then change their hearts! Who are these guys? Why do they look just like us? Are they the Phantom Thieves in Akane's cognition?
Her cognitions? What? What does that even mean? They're just some phonies. Sure won't look like us when we're done with them.
We better make it quick. Hang on, Akane. I'm coming to get you.
So apparently, it's going to be Phantom Thieves versus Phantom Thieves.
Okay, leave it to me. Go, my Phantom Thieves. Rid us of these imposters. Don't back down. Show us the real Joker's life.
Oh, okay.
Lay into him.
Very nice. Apparently that took off like nearly a fourth of his health. I mean, and that's assuming this guy is weak at all to any skills. Let's do this. There you go. Okay, so we got a technical over here with the nuke skill set. I mean, this guy's fast, that's for sure. And he can pretty much do exactly what we're doing. Ooh. I mean, this guy's pretty good. For a doppelganger of Joker. Yeah, I mean, he has no weaknesses, as anticipated. And obviously I have to rely on buffing and debuffing myself, since you know, we're the only ones involved in this fight. Oh my gosh, well, good stuff. Let's hope that doesn't happen again, right?
Who are these guys? Why do they...
They're just...
Listen to me. Okay. Go, my Phantom Thieves. Rid us of these imposters. Don't back down. Show us the real Joker.
Alright, let's get into this DBZ action. So now, I mean, is he really susceptible to any technicals? Unfortunately not. All we get is this one more. Let's see if we could utilize this thing right off the bat. And we get a one more. Let's see if there's any... There's a technical on wind here. Another. It's like he moves very fast. Yeah, he's ridiculous fast. Let's see if we can get into more of this stuff. And there's another technical. Yeah, it's like I'm wasting skills here. What am I doing? So I am burning out on my SP here, but considering Joker's only one here, that's all we really can do. So let's use some of our SP restoratives. We do have a few more here. Let's be a little resourceful. Yeah, this guy moves very fast. See if I can kind of...
Anything on me?
Yeah, this guy is not going down. Gotta keep that HP up. Gosh.
Someone who does everything feels so annoying. These might be our strongest foes yet. Careful, everyone. Fair warning. Heavy rough.
Yeah, it looks like this is gonna be a pretty long battle.
I'll use this. Persona! Lamia! His power! I'll use this. There. Okay. This one. There. This one. Okay.
Good thinking, Joker. Oh.
It's over. Archangel! Silky! Arsene! Take this! Come! Queen Ma! Rabbit! Let's go! Fire! Fire! Take this! Take this!
What the hell? Getting trapped out there.
Persona! His power! Persona! There. Okay.
I mean, this fight is super duper long. Like, this is the longest fight we have experienced in this game.
This one. Let's go. Arsene! I'll use this. Silky! With this! Persona! Take this! Take this! Take this! Fire! Take this! Fire! Take this! Arsene! Queen Ma! Unicorn! Kunino! Matron! Barrack!
Let's see. Can't really do much else. That last attack did take off a good bit of his HP. But still, I mean, it looks like we still have a long ways to go. looking at the situation. The only thing we can hope to do is, you know, get some chip damage by literally attacking him as is. That's all there is to it. Oh, okay. Unless, of course, we get a showtime. But I don't think it's going to do that much, unfortunately. Yeah, as expected. Yeah, no technicals. Let's see. Goodness gracious. Just trying to use all my buffs and debuffs, you know, all at once. I mean, every once in a while you do get criticals in this fight, but I feel like his crits are doing a lot more damage comparatively. See if we can utilize stuff like this. And of course, still no technicals that we can do. Very annoying. Very long fight. Ooh, taking some hits again. And this camera angle is very bad here. Can't make much of it. It's like he copies a lot of the attacks that you do. Oh, okay. Getting a little crazy. I mean, he's very, very, very fast. Like, more than he needs to be. Obviously, he's going to stay away if I keep on spamming that, right? I mean, this HP is just getting wrecked. It's like he hits faster than you can heal. At the same time, a lot of my buffs and debuffs have kind of went out of sync. Almost there. There we go. So that was probably the longest fight I have encountered in this game to date.
I won't run from the truth anymore. Please come back to me.
9,800 experience points.
We ain't losing to no phonies.
They may have appeared like us on the surface, but in the end, they were pale imitations. They never stood a chance.
Not against the real thing. No way. How could this happen? How could my Phantom Thieves lose? Does that mean you're the real ones? So you're the actual Joker? You betcha. Can't mimic authenticity. Please trust us, Akane-chan, and your father too. None of us would ever give in to injustice. And no matter what, we never stray from our chosen path. But you...
To be honest, Akane, you were right. I'm probably the worst dad out there. I couldn't avenge Aoi, nor could I carry out my duties as an officer. Hell, I couldn't even talk to you face to face. I was afraid to lose you, and so I turned my back on justice and buried the thought of vengeance for Aoi. All this time, I've been fooling myself, thinking one day I'd get my chance. But I couldn't have been more wrong. So I want to set things right. I swear that I'll bring those criminals to justice for what they've done to you too. And Akane, I need your courage to do it.
Really? Are you really going after him?
Yes. Consider it a promise to your mother.
Then, if it's a promise, I will never, ever forgive you if you break it.
Don't worry. I never will, Akane.
I believe you. I always have. Dad.
Akane! Stay with me, Akane!
I've always been so scared of losing what's precious to me. After Mom passed away, you changed. You used to be so cool. Then suddenly, you didn't even want to look me in the eye. You were never home either. Like you didn't want to see me. I hated that.
Akane.
But it's okay now. I can tell. You want to be the dad I used to know.
What is this? What's happening?
I'm really sorry, Dad. And... thanks.
This has to be some kind of joke. It has to be! Akane!
Calm down, Wolf. This is how it always
Yeah, I was gonna say that would have been very, very sad.
Akane-chan, or should I say Akane-chan's shadow, went back to her former self. That's a sure sign the real Akane will go back to normal too. So cheer up, Wolf.
You guys couldn't have mentioned that sooner?
That display of emotion as you cried your heart out. It was touching, to say the least.
It made me cry a little too.
I wasn't doing it for the compliments.
Gotta say, you're one hell of a dad.
Very admirable, Wolf.
And that's putting it mildly. He did everything he could to protect Akane-chan, even risking his own life.
Would you cut it out? I'm nowhere near that competent.
Are you blushing? All jokes aside, there's no need to hold back anymore, Wolf. Together we can strike down any evil, all of us working as one.
Never thought a thief could teach me a thing or two. But you know what? I made Akane a promise to arrest Konoe and Owada and bring this case to an end.
Damn right!
Not to backtrack, but what's going on with Akane in the real world?
Actually, we came here because we heard she was kidnapped.
Maybe she was never kidnapped to begin with. Might be good to check if she's at home.
Sounds like a plan. We're done here.
So with that, we're finally out of Kyoto Jail. Cage of Wrath collapsed. Very nice.
Akane. Oh, you've become so much like your mother. You grew up, maybe even a little too fast. I was so desperate to protect you that I became blind to just about everything else. I failed you as a father. But I'm done running away. Konoe's going to pay for using you. And Owada's going down with him. He's going to answer for taking Aoi from us. I won't lose sight of justice ever again. Akane! Are you alright? You're not hurt anywhere or anything, are you?
I'm okay.
Oh. Good.
When did I fall asleep?
Oh, that's right. You wouldn't remember.
Remember what?
How should I explain this? Alright, we'll take it nice and slow. There's a lot to talk about. Will you hear me out, Akane?
I'm really glad Akane-chan is okay.
Well, I'm with you there. This time was a little too close.
But why did Akane-chan become a monarch?
It sounded like Akane-chan kinda had her own agenda. Is that what makes you a monarch, though?
Well, one thing's for certain. Akane was made into a monarch to capture us. If I had to guess, Konoe's the one who set this up. Although I'm not sure if he was acting on Owada's orders or just on his own.
Do you think Konoe made Alice and Natsume into monarchs too?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But it probably wasn't for the same reason he made Akane into one. That part remains a mystery. Playing with other people's hearts like that. He won't get away with this.
Yeah, just you wait, you goat-chin mother...
Is it gone? Oh, looks like they haven't found this place just yet.
We're stuck here unless we do something.
Incoming phone call from Asai Nijima.
From Sis?
Yeah, that's just who I was thinking of. Like, what happened with Sai Nijima? The fact that the Phantom Thieves, got to escape, being arrested because of her. Is that like a permanent thing, or is it just temporary?
Hello? It's been some time. Do you remember me? It's Sai Nijima. Glad to see I was of some help. Sounds like you've stuck your nose into something big again. Is everyone else with you? Could you put me on speaker? It's good to hear you're all okay.
Sis, thank you. I knew you'd come through for us.
You owe me big for this one. My help doesn't come cheap, you know.
For real, you really saved our asses. We would have been totally boned if you hadn't got Gramps out.
Gorgeous and professional. That's a recipe for a femme fatale super lawyer if I've ever seen one.
Flattery won't get you anywhere, just so you're aware. Plus, I can't take all the credit. Anyway, I have some good news. The arrest warrant for the Phantom Thieves has been...
And there you go.
That should keep the police off your backs for the time being.
How did that happen?
The arrest warrant didn't have a judge's seal. What's more, the evidence submitted was fake. It seems like someone wanted you all arrested, and they didn't care what for so long as it was done. Not only that, but it turns out the Public Security Bureau had a hand in Inspector Hasagawa's unlawful investigation. The prefectural police are scrambling to cover this up right now. They can't afford to be out looking for you. I'll contact you if anything happens. In the meantime, just focus on getting out of your current predicament, okay? Just make it back in one piece. No better way to say thanks.
Justice. Thank you so much.
Stay safe, Makoto.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for someone who was like a major antagonist from Persona 5, she turned out to be like a lot of help for the Phantom Thieves.
I have business to take care of. I'm looking forward to hearing from you again.
How encouraging to know there are others out there who support us.
We'll need to do all we can to succeed, for their sakes too.
Now we just gotta come up with a plan. What should we do?
If Konoe is responsible for changing everyone's hearts, then it's likely this case will be resolved once we change his heart.
Yeah, and we'll clear our names too.
Right. We won't be suspects in the director's murder anymore either.
But we still don't have the keyword for Konoe's jail.
He seems to be more aware of our activities than we expected. I doubt we'll be able to carry out Zenkichi's plan at this point.
And that's not all. If he knows about us, then he probably knows to keep his keyword safe as well. Safe to assume he won't just carelessly let it slip out. Not while his heart's liable to be changed.
Up shit creek without a paddle.
We just need someone who can get Konoe's keyword without raising suspicion. Is that right?
Do you know of such a person?
What about Kuon Ichinose?
Of course. Ichinose-san's the one who developed Emma, and she's had contact with Konoe, thanks to the lecture at the university.
Ichinose-san might be able to get Konoe's keyword without seeming out of place.
This just might work. Good job, Sophia.
A piece of cake, as they say.
See if you can call her up right now.
Hello? Hello there. You seem to be doing okay. That's great to hear. Truly brightens my day.
I mean, she's usually excited, right? Nothing new there.
Did something happen? Or, wait, let me back up a bit. How did things go in Okinawa?
Oh, right. We never told Ichinose-san about Okinawa.
That's true. We should fill her in on what's been going on.
Oh, it sounds like you're all together. Okay, let's hear it. I see. It seems you're caught up in another crazy adventure as usual.
Hey, this ain't nothing to laugh about.
Oops, I guess that wasn't right of me. I think I understand what's going on. So, you're after Konoe-san's keyword, right?
Right. Do you think you can get it out of him?
Well, asking him for it might be kind of weird. I mean, I already got it from him a while ago.
Say what?
But how?
Well, the day you guys came to that lecture, there was a little social gathering afterward for some of the bigger names involved. It was there I ran into Konoe-san and he gave me his business card. The keyword was right there on the front. Now, where'd I put it? I'm pretty sure I had it right here.
Please, you gotta find it. This is top priority.
Oh, right, okay. I think it was around here somewhere. I'll make sure I find it by tomorrow. Have a nice day.
I feel like she's not going to be able to find it, and so they're going to have to go on the prowl just to get the, you know, this ID or card.
Eccentric as ever. And it's gonna take till tomorrow? How messy do you think her room is?
A small price to pay, but if this gets us his keyword...
We'll be able to enter Konoe's jail.
Can we really count on her, though?
I'm not so sure, but we don't have any other options right now.
Yeah. Let's just make sure we're prepared for when we finally infiltrate the jail. Tomorrow, we'll link up with Zenkichi and head to Osaka.
I feel like the next monarch could be Owada. I mean, it can't be Konoe. I think it's a little too early.
What up, Osaka?
So, we're finally at Konoe's
bad we had to come here for Phantom Thief biz. We could have stuffed ourselves stupid.
Well, Sophia, is there a jail nearby?
There is. I can smell it.
Guess that settles it then. Now, if Ichinose-san could just find that business card.
This is it, you guys. Do or die. We're gonna take that asshole Konoe down and settle this once and for all.
Oh, look who decided to step their game up.
Think maybe his new persona abilities go into his head?
If this were a movie, you'd probably be taken out within the next 30 minutes.
What? Give me a friggin' break. I'm just saying we should be ready, alright?
Luckily, we won't have to worry about getting caught by the police. Still, we'll want to be good and ready for what's ahead.
Well, Osaka is Japan's kitchen. I can't imagine a better place to provide us with a pre-battle meal.
And there's plenty else here for us, too. By the way, is Akane-chan okay?
Yeah, she was up and at 'em this morning. She's with her grandparents right now. I really owe you guys.
I don't know why, but it's weird hearing you thank us like that, Gramps.
Well, it's not like he made the best first impression.
Yeah. Can't trust the police and all that. Getting back to business, though. Do you guys have a plan to get Konoe's keyword?
Yep, Ichinose is looking into it.
Ichinose? Oh, right. The woman who designed Emma.
Ichinose is calling. I'll put it on speaker.
Hey, speak of the devil.
Good morning, Phantom Thieves! How's everyone been?
Upbeat as usual, I see.
Did you have any luck getting the keyword?
Did you forget who you're talking to? Of course I found it. No problem whatsoever.
Can it really be that easy?
Oh, hell yeah!
Now then, without further ado, Akira Konoe's keyword is Zephyrman.
Zephyr, what now?
Zephyr Man. Is that what I think it is?
You've heard of it, Futaba?
It's an old live-action superhero series. You know, the kind where they transform and fight evil and stuff. It's got somewhat of a cult following, but for the most part, it's pretty small time. Konoe must be a big superhero buff.
So it's a superhero TV show. Why would he have something like that as his keyword?
Probably because he has some sort of a strong sense of justice. I mean, he did say, in one of the previous episodes that, he wants to, vanquish evil or something, or at least bring justice.
Well, whatever his reason, we can enter the jail now. Thank you for your help, Ichinose-san.
Nonsense. It was easy. Besides, hearing you guys go about your business truly brightens my day. I guess I am pretty amazing, but it's kind of embarrassing when someone else points it out. Anyhow, the real fight is only just beginning, right? Make sure you don't get yourselves killed out there. Alrighty, I can't wait to hear all the juicy details when you get back.
Okay. Next stop, Konoe's jail.
If things go according to plan, this will be the last one.
Right. Changing Konoe's heart should bring an end to the change of heart epidemic.
Man, this is turning out to be one hell of a summer vacation.
I'll say, we ended up traveling nearly the whole country.
We're not done just yet. Not until we knock Konoe off his perch and make it safely back to Tokyo.
You know what they say, it ain't over till it's over.
Hey, are you sure it's okay for you to be hanging around us, Senkichi? You're not gonna get fired or anything?
Come on. You're not gonna make me sit out for the finale, are you? That bastard Konoe's gonna get what's coming to him. Plus, it's time you kids cleared your names. And let's not forget Owada. I'm bringing him in, too.
Indeed. We cannot return to our own lives until we expose his misdeeds.
All right, what do you say we get going?
Can you find us the best entry point, Sophia?
Okay, leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Shall we?
probably another request. There you go. So likely that's a request from Zenkichi, and we've obviously arrived in a new town called Osaka, which is probably big. And, you know, we've also uncovered some additional requests, as you can see.
You're doing this one?
So this, you know, this one has us going back to Kyoto to defeat some enemies, to upgrade Sophia's armor and weapons. So nothing crazy there. And
This one?
this one looks like, what is it? Some more shadows we need to defeat, requested by Oracle, Futaba herself.
Accepting this request?
And this one's for the Ichinose, so obviously us being able to defeat 8 enemies in a single showtime. Yeah, this one's gonna be pretty interesting. Very different from some of the ones we've done in the past.
You're accepting this request?
Prison Mail is usually another one of Lavenza's, showing a unicorn with Zionga. Trapped in Ruins. Looks like it's another one from Mona where we need to, you know, find a desire and rescue them. More junk collection ones.
You're accepting this request?
And we already have this one knocked out. Nothing too big. Thieves Challenge. And this is Panther. So it looks like Anne has one herself. I guess that's it. And I have a feeling once we go meet up with Zenkichi, he's also going to be giving us a request. So a lot of things to do now at this point in the game, especially with that Showtime request. And of course, you know, that also brings an end to Akane's little act, you know, within Kyoto Jail. So moving past that and going forward, like I said, I don't think it's going to be as easy as, you know, us going after Konoe. Because like I said, Owada is also a strong part in his little, you know, monarch army. And he's also, you know, one of those that likes to control others and, you know, brainwash people. So more on that hopefully soon. And I think we've made pretty good progress. So with the next episode, we'll probably be focusing on some of the new requests that have popped up. And then I believe that should also unlock additional trophies that we've yet to see pop up. So a lot of exciting stuff coming up next. But as always, thanks for tuning in to the stream, and we'll see you next time.